Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, first a little apology, sorry for not posting a lot this week. It was a very busy week and we had a fight coming up this week, which we had today and we won. It was a pro debut K1 bout for one of my new fighters who has done amateur competitions before, but this was his first pro fight. So, it took a lot of training, a lot of focus and effort from all of us, from me and my junior coach, who's also a professional fighter. And our guy won. I'm so proud of him. He had some hardships going into this fight, emotionally and energy wise, because there's a lot happening in his personal life and work and all of that. But this is the case for a lot of people who are getting into professional or even amateur fighting. There's a lot going on in life. Like even for myself, there's a lot going on right now in life, and it's very hard to stay focused sometimes. But from this whole coaching experience, not just for this fight, but this fight really is a good case study for that. Because this particular fighter, he tends to overthink, which is something I do too. I overthink a lot. But what I have learned from my experience and what I try to teach my fighter as well, and anybody else who's actually training with me, is try to focus on where you are going and what you have to do and the objectives you have to accomplish, rather than focusing on what went wrong and who said what and what other people are doing. Because all that other stuff, the failures you have, no point dwelling on it. Other people's nonsense happening in their life, their problems, their failures, their successes, it doesn't really matter. It's really out of your control, and to be frank, it's none of your business to really even focus on these things. Everybody's going through something. Some people are going through some really bad times and some people are winning in the meantime. But if you get distracted by these things, your energy goes towards those external things that have nothing to do with you, and you lose valuable time and drive that you much rather direct towards your objectives. So focus on where you're going. Focus on what you have to do. Don't focus on things that are going wrong. Don't focus on other people's issues. Don't focus on what social media is saying about what you are doing. Right? In the case of my fighter training for his first pro fight, there was a lot of activity going on social media, but mostly positive. But still, that was kind of getting into his head, and he was getting a little bit too obsessed over his opponent. He was rumored to fight a certain person who's a very experienced fighter before, but later they switched with a fighter of the same level of experience with him. And he was getting too obsessed over the opponent, what the opponent is doing, how he trains, his techniques, and all these things. But I was telling him consistently, and my junior coach was also telling him the same thing. Don't focus on this person. Don't obsess with this person. Focus on yourself. Focus on your training. Focus on your conditioning. Focus on being technically superior, tactically superior. And to a large extent, he did that, and that paid off in the fight because he pulled off a lot of things that he was supposed to do. Yes, he did make some mistakes. It's his first pro fight under all the lights and cameras and fanfare, but he did really well. I'm really proud of him. But this is a good lesson for all of us, including myself, because I get distracted too sometimes when bad things happen in my life or when I fail at what I'm supposed to do. I take it really personally. Sometimes when people say something hurtful to me, especially people I care about, I take it really hard. But this is life. We have to accept that, you're never going to be perfect and not everyone's going to like you all the time. And everything you do, of all the things you do, some things might work out, some things might not. We have to learn to let go of these things and focus on what is in front of us, what we have to do, where we are going. So I think that's about it for this video. I hope this was useful for you guys, because this is the driving philosophy of my life right now, and it is very useful for me. So until next time, train hard, train smart, Pragster out.